What's up, YouTube? So 2 years ago I bought this US General tool cart, and I made a video on it when I first got it, but a lot has changed since then, so I thought I'd do an updated video here. Like I said before in the previous video, I'm no mechanic. I just do my own maintenance on my own vehicles and my friends and family's cars. So you'll see I have a lot of Icon tools, Craftsman tools, Milwaukee tools, some Snap-on stuff mixed in here and there, some Knipex. This whole cart is just my automotive stuff. This is all metric. In that little Craftsman toolbox over there and behind it, I keep all my SAE stuff. I don't have any old vehicles, so I hardly ever dig in there. So let's get started here. At the top, I have, I built, when I first got this, I got this little cheap Craftsman 12 millimeter wrench, and I made that into the handle. I have this Craftsman magnetic strip. Don't buy this. This thing, the magnets on it are horrible. This is about all I can put on it that'll actually stay. But I got some Milwaukee long impact bits, 6-inch, 1/4 inch and 3/8 extensions. I got a Klein little ratcheting wrench, some Pittsburgh crow's feet, some Craftsman line wrenches. I got this gear wrench ratcheting bit driver flex head ratchet. Over here, I've had these for a long time. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but they're Craftsman ratcheting wrenches, but you flip it to reverse or forward. They're okay. I just don't like how they're not offset, and so you'll beat your knuckles up pretty bad using those. These are gear wrench 1/4 inch sockets. I just put them on this cobalt magnetic socket holder. Got an SK magnetic pickup tool. I got this little 10 millimeter wrench I got at a yard sale. Snap-on pocket screwdriver, Milwaukee 6-foot tape measure. These are just standard Craftsman wrenches. Some of these are really old, I've had for a long time. These are the Craftsman USA, but there's a couple in here that are the new Craftsman mixed in because they were skipping sizes and I wanted it filled up. Little Craftsman parts tray. The Milwaukee Rover light. I really like this light, but I want to get the rechargeable one because this thing goes through batteries pretty quick for some reason. Back here, I have a tire depth gauge. This wet tools, do everything, all in one. They're junk. I don't even know why I have this. I should have never bought that. Some Cobalt mini wrenches. I have these are Milwaukee metric hex keys, hex bits. This is the Pittsburgh set of nut drivers. Then I have the Wera long and stubby hex keys. A little Gerber multi-tool. I never use it. Just a little koozie with random parts and stuff in it. This Craftsman light, I never really use this either. It's kind of cool how it rotates, but it's not very bright. Icon wobble adapters, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Wera bit driver, the claw multi pickup tool, whatever, I think that's what this is called. Milwaukee impact screwdrivers, Hyper Tough made in USA pry bar. This thing is actually really good, and it's made in USA, and I got it at Walmart for like 10 bucks. Craftsman little pry bar. Keep all my extensions over here, the long extensions, 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. Keep my breaker bars in here. I got a couple 3/8 breaker bars, a couple 1/2 inch breaker bars in here. I got deep and shallow impact, 1/2 inch. I got 1/2 inch chrome, 3/8 impact, deep and shallow, 3/8 chrome, deep and shallow, 1/4 inch impact, 1/4 inch deep and shallow chromes. I got my lug nut sockets. I got this little bit tray with all different kinds of impact bits in it. This is the spark plug socket I use for my truck. A bunch of other little spark plug sockets. I got these bit sockets, Quinn extractor sockets, impact, mini SK screwdriver, the Icon knife. Also have a Milwaukee box cutter. The Icon ratcheting. If I can get it open. Ratcheting bit set. This thing is awesome. I use this all the time, especially doing interior work on my cars. A little ratcheting screwdriver. SK 1/4 inch socket holder. I got these flare nut crow's feet set, a bunch of adapters and swivels. This is that 10mm Pittsburgh set from Harbor Freight. The Icon light. I got Torx bits, Torx sockets, hex sockets in the standard and then in the ball head. And then I have the long, these are Husky ball end hex sockets. The Icon light, this thing is awesome. I use this all the time. Over here we have all my screwdrivers. In my last video I had the Milwaukee ones, and I said in that video I did not like the Milwaukee ones, so I upgraded to the Wera. These are 100 times better. The handles on the Milwaukees I just did not like. Snap-on little pry bar. And then into the ratchets here, I have a snap-on 3/8. I don't really grab this one too much. I have a 1/4 inch Icon flex head, but it has a 3/8 Tecton anvil on it. I have this is pretty much my go-to Icon 3/8 flex head. Stubby Icon 3/8. Back here I have this, it's a Blue Point 1/2 inch. I also have a 3/8 long snap-on. Under that is the Icon 1/2 inch. This thing is not great. The first one I ever had, I locked it up the first day I used it, and ever since then I've been too scared to use it. So I know I can just take it back and exchange it. But SK 1/4 inch ratchet, snap-on long 1/4 inch ratchet, the Pittsburgh 3/8 ratchet, the Icon Wobble Plus extensions. This drawer is the Icon ratcheting wrench set. These are all Craftsman 1/2 inch and 3/8 12-point sockets. Some extra extensions in here. Below that, this drawer's changed a lot since the last video. Before I had my nut drivers in here, but I never used my nut drivers, so I ended up taking them out. But I have a torque set, screwdrivers, mini screwdriver set, pick set, punches, gasket scrapers. I got Craftsman file, other little files in here. O-ring remover tools. I think I have my large pick set in here as well. And this drawer here is kind of my diagnostic electrical tools. I have a this is a little borescope camera, Bluetooth. My knockoff Amazon power probe. I have some test leads under there. I have a temperature gun, micrometer in the back there. This is a topped-on battery tester. My Fluke multimeter. My snap-on torch. This thing is awesome. I use this all the time. Under there, there's the test strips I use for testing coolant and brake. I have a little ATD mini screwdriver set. This little kit of washers for doing the oil, trans, and differential on my cars. Some safety glasses, some scissors, mirrors, spark plug gapper tool down there, a little Merlin air blower, batteries, electrical cords. This is my blue driver OBD2 reader. I really recommend this. It is it's pretty good for the price, but I just use my iPad here. And it just Bluetooth connects to it, and I can look at live data, I can clear codes, and it's cool because they update it to where people tell you what their codes have been and how they fixed it, which is pretty helpful. Moving on to the next drawer, this is my pliers drawer. So I have Icon 45 and straight, the long needle nose snap-on. These are awesome. I bought these used off of somebody on Facebook Marketplace, but I want to get the smaller set. This is the big set. Wera needle nose, Knipex needle nose, Knipex 45 needle nose, the Icon hose pliers. These are awesome. I use these all the time for taking the hoses off and on my truck. Knipex with the screw extractors at the end. These are really good too. The Icon, just regular pliers there, some snap-on ones. Knipex Cobras, two different sizes. These are the Icon Parrot style pliers, I think is what they call them. I've never used those. I would not recommend buying those. The Knipex pliers wrench. Knipex 45-degree side cutters. The Icon flush cut pliers. These, I use these pretty much every day. Some other little Icon different pliers, 45s. Filter wrench. This is an Icon snap ring plier set. I got some different oil filter removal tools here. Some crescent wrenches, adjustable wrenches, vice grips, hose remover pliers, some different trim tools here, some hose pinch off pliers. I got a mini Craftsman plier set down here. I got the Icon, I guess it's like the pipe wrench pliers, and then a giant pair of channel locks down there. In this drawer, keep electrical connectors. I got some glues, some gasket maker material, Loctite, stuff like that. Got a seal puller over here. Underneath are just a bunch of brushes, cleaning brushes. I got a battery terminal cleaner that can go on a drill. Some other little wire brushes, another battery cleaner, some terminal cleaners in here. Just a bunch of tweezers. A bunch of tweezers in here. These are all my electrical pliers, crimpers, strippers, fuse pullers, electrical tape, bunch of zip ties. This is the Craftsman, it's the trim removal set. Brake tools, brake caliper, compressor. I got a Pittsburgh impact screwdriver, some Craftsman ball peen hammers, big Husky 2-pound hammer, I believe it is. Some dead blow hammers. I forget what brand these are. I got them on Amazon, I believe. Mallet. I got a giant crescent wrench down here. I got this little pry bar. This thing is great for if you need to line up some holes. You just stick this in. It's easy to get them lined up. On the front here, I keep my impact extensions. I have a 6-inch and a 12-inch and a little 2-inch. And then I have this little Milwaukee flashlight pen light. This is my go-to. I grab this whenever I need a light. That's usually what I grab. I got this Coast flashlight. I just got this for Christmas from a coworker. I got the Craftsman serpentine belt tool. Down here, this is a giant wrench set. I believe it goes, I have it from 19 millimeter all the way up to 32 millimeter. They're just knockoff brands. I think Jet Tech, yeah, this cheap brand Jet Tech, and then Horsey are these the bigger ones. But I hardly ever use these sizes, but it's nice to have them if I do need them, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a really good set. I have a 1/4 inch, a 3/8, and under that is a 1/2 inch. They're all Cobalt torque wrenches. Another little Craftsman pry bar. There's a another Craftsman pry bar down here. I got an O-ring set. I got the Maddox lug removal set. We had an old 4Runner, and the key for taking the locking nuts off broke on me, so I had to buy that to remove those. I got the US General mini toolbox. This is all my tap and dies I keep in there, and extractors. This little set has all my little fuses in it, snap rings. The set on the box down here on the bottom is a little hand vacuum pump. It's the Mighty Vac from Harbor Freight. This is kind of what I grab when I'm doing an oil change or any work on my car, really. I pretty much always have this with me, but I have the Icon 1/2 inch extension. Another tire depth gauge. I have the brake caliper gauges here. This is my oil change ratchet. It's a 3/8 Husky, but it has the quick release. It's way easier to get sockets off with that than trying to pull them off without the quick release. Rechargeable Milwaukee flashlight. These are great lights. This is the second one I've had. I just bought a new one for work. This was the one I would use for work, but you can see how beat up it is, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I bought a new one for work, but I couldn't bring myself to throw that one away. Oil filter wrenches for my cars. These Vessel JIS screwdrivers, a small and a number 1 and a number 2, I believe. And then this is to remove the drain plug on your car after you loosen it so you don't get oil all over your hands. This is a cool little, I guess you would call it a caddy. I don't know what you would call this, but my grandpa's a welder. He made this for me a long time ago. Moving to the outside of the box here, I have these Icon puck lights. A couple of them, I bought one separate, and then one came with the under the hood light holder for it. I don't recommend this. This barely fits underneath the hood of my Tacoma. And if I was to do it again, I would have just got the Milwaukee one. I got a 12 volt Milwaukee charger with a 4.0 battery on it. I got this easy red neck light, a little Milwaukee headlamp. I keep all my most used lubricants and cleaners right here. Usually I brake clean, but I'm out. This is the Craftsman paper towel holder. This thing is awesome. This is way better than the one that Harbor Freight sells, the US General one. Some brake caliper holding hooks right there. Some just soap and water to test for leaks. I got the big Hyper Tough pry bar. On the back side here, I got the US General power strip. I got the Cobalt kneeling pad. I bought this thing for like $4 or $5, I think, at Lowe's, and it is great for working on anything where you got to kneel down for a while. This is a wrench extender. I use this for the big wrenches to get some more leverage on them. It just hooks right in there. Little first aid kit. I got this at a thrift store. Filled it up with first aid stuff. It just hooks right on here. Down here I have some more tools. This hooks up to my air compressor. I can use it to extract fluid. Mostly use it for like power steering fluid in the reservoir to get it all out. Little brake bleeder bottle I have here with a check valve. Bunch of turkey basters, grease gun, other little tools. Some coolant testers, battery tester back there. But yeah, that's my cart. Obviously, I have other stuff that I don't keep in here. Like, I have my jack stands, air compressor. I hardly ever use my air compressor because I pretty much switched all my tools over to electrical tools. The automotive ones, I have 1/2-inch Milwaukee Impact. This is a 3/8 and 1/4 inch. The Mac Tools electric ratchets. I have the 3/8 as well of the Milwaukee, but I ended up taking that one to work with me, and I got these ones. The Mac Tools little screw gun. Use this for doing the interior stuff on my car. Milwaukee 1/4 inch Impact. And then the Milwaukee 3/8 Impact. This thing's a beast. Some flashlights. I have the Rover light as well. It's hanging up there in the garage because usually my cart is right here, so at night I can turn it on and look down into it. And I have all my air tools in here. Air hammer, little die grinders, bunch of die grinders. I have a 1/2-inch Husky Impact, but I never use this anymore ever since I upgraded to the Milwaukee electric one. And then I have a Husky 3/8 air ratchet, which I also never use anymore. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my cart. If anybody wants to see a full garage tour, I do a lot of woodworking. I do some welding. I have my welding cart back there. If anybody wants me to go through those boxes and show you what else I got, I can do a little full garage tour. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to send you guys the links to any of this stuff, let me know. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.